Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing your girl some love. Yeah, we changed the do. You guys, I wanted to let that ponytail out a little bit. And then I think I may decide to cut my hair a little bit later on, or just into like a bob so I can start wearing it. But summer's coming and it's hot. So I don't know, we'll see about that. But y'all, I'm tired of the ponytail in the back, even though I just love my ponytails in general. Anyway, please continue to like, follow, subscribe, turn on those notification bells, all that good stuff. And we're going to talk about a fragrance house that you all need to get your nose on. I think you can order samples at ZGO Perfumery if you are in the States. And if I find another store or online retailer that sells BLNDRGRPHY. If you are in Amsterdam, because I think he's out of Amsterdam, his name is Hyun, and he's a very lovely just person in general. I love spending time with him, getting to know his fragrances. I think I might have posted the short review of him over here on YouTube. If not, I've done it on Instagram and I will repost it after I post my review as well. But a lovely, lovely gentleman, like just, I don't know, you know how you can feel somebody's energy? Well, I felt his energy, and his energy was energying, okay? And I love that. So anyway, we're gonna talk about 5 fragrances in his line that are stunning. These are cocktail inspired fragrances. So if you're that vacation girly, or if you are that happy hour girly or guy, because they're all unisex, then you need to get your nose on this fragrance house. We have something for the person that wants mental stimulation, very mentally therapeutic. We have that tropical cocktail. We have that sensual cocktail, elegant cocktail, and we have gourmand cocktails. These are all lovely, decadent, rich, sensual, amazing cocktail fragrances, and y'all gonna get to know them today, okay? So the very first one we're gonna talk about, I will link BLNDRGRPHY's website down below, and I will also link ZGO's Perfumery website down below. Watch the entire video, because when I tell you the fragrances are amazing, they are amazing. So in a vanilla mudslide, this is the one that I was gifted. Now since then, I am doing this review, but y'all, I'm on my way to Atlanta. Okay, so I might do a live on BLNDRGRPHY anyway, but I already ordered. It's gonna be here tomorrow. So I was like, I don't wanna wait. I wanna get the word out, okay? So my fragrances will be here tomorrow. And then my boo bought me one. Okay, she's my New York boo. She's bringing me one over from New York, but apparently the site is closer to her where she ordered it from, so she'll get it faster, but I'm not getting mine till tomorrow. I ordered the Amber Negroni, and I was going to order the Santel Painkiller, but she ordered Santel Painkiller for me, and I left her for that. This one was gifted to me, and I'm super happy that I chose this one because, y'all, this fragrance gets me so many compliments. This is Vanilla Mudslide. Vanilla Mudslide is... it's absolutely stunning. And when I tell you, you need it, blind buy it, blind buy this fragrance if you are a vanilla lover, if you like it to be a little boozy. Literally, there's that bitter almond, there's sweet almond. They balance each other out very well. This is the 100 ml. I think it's ZGO. Some other sites it's 200. At ZGO, it retails for $245, but I do think you can get a 10% if you sign up initially on their site, and they have samples as well. But I'm telling y'all, buy all of the samples, smell those. But to me, Santel Painkiller and Vanilla Mudslide are blind buy worthy if you love what I'm about to tell you. So this is a lot of bitter almond, sweet almond, balanced out with a butter accord, which gives it a little bit of almost freshness, a little bit of a zest. I call it a little bit of a twang, a zing, okay? The vodka gives it a zing, a zang, or whatever it is. It smells amazing. amazing. Now I pick up a bit of a like a light airy citrus in there, which it doesn't list, but there's coffee in here. There's an acid, like a little bit of an acidic coffee nuance with a milk chocolatey nuance, very light and airy for both. There's also like that almond in here that makes this absolutely amazing. There's vodka, there's loads and loads and loads of vanilla, a beautiful vanilla. This is a vanilla that you've never smelled before. A boozy cocktail vanilla with loads of different nuances, and it's composed very well. It's blended very well. It leaves the most amazing trail. I wore this to work yesterday. I got 10 to 12 compliments on this fragrance before half the shift was done. So I would say around like 2 o'clock, I got so many compliments. The sillage on this fragrance is a beast. But if you love a rich, boozy vanilla with a slight gourmand leaning nuance, then get your nose on this fragrance. I got about 30 vanillas in my collection, and I don't know any one of the vanillas that smell like this. I was stunned. I was shocked in the opening. It was juicy, zesty, vanilla, bright, amazing, all the things. And in the dry down, it became sensual, sexy. There's a bit of a tropical vibe to this fragrance as well, like a nighttime, dark tropics, sensual resort, tropical vibe, and I love it. Vanilla Mudslide. This is supposed to mimic the drink Mudslide. I get a Mudslide in here and so much more. Anyway, get your nose on this fragrance. I love the bottles. The caps are stone, and it has BG, which is for BLNDRGRPHY on the top. This is glass. I love the colorfulness of the bottles, but like I said, this is actual stone. Love the artistry of the bottles as well. So get your nose on this Vanilla Mudslide BLNDRGRPHY, okay? The next one I have samples of. I will definitely revisit when my bottles come in. I will now own 3 full bottles. So the next one is Santel Painkiller. Now they do come in this sample set. I got the sample set and the fragrance when I was over in Milan. But like I said, if you can order from the site, I think this is like 1.5 or 2 mLs, a pretty generous amount for you to wear this fragrance at least 3 times, because the performances on every single one are a beast. So do not overspray this. I almost oversprayed that yesterday. I sprayed it, y'all know, my usual 12 times, and it was 12 times too much. I could probably do like 6 to 8, and I would still smell amazing. So anyway, this is a BLNDRGRPHY's paper. On the back, actually, it gives all the notes on the back, y'all. So I literally wasted my time like writing them out. So and we'll talk about the one I have in my hand first. So this is Vanilla Mudslide again. I already have a bottle. So the next one is Amber Negroni, a bottle of this on the way. This one comes in that beautiful orange bottle, okay? So in Amber Negroni, you have your orange, mandarin, tangerine. There is some latte. No wonder it said milk chocolate, I wrote down, but it's a latte because when I get that chocolate, that milk chocolate in here, it smells more like an airy, watered down white chocolate or milky chocolate vanilla. So that explains it. Latte chocolate, heliotrope, caramel, vanilla. ISO, E-Super, and Ambroxan are in every single one of these fragrances, which makes it project, okay? But you still get more of the notes than the ISO, E-Super, and the Ambroxan. It is here to make it stand out and perform very well. So you also have your gin. It's Piri Piri. I don't know what that is. Or Vermouth in here, and I don't know what that is. I think Vermouth is something green or vegetal, and gin, like I said. So in here, it's literally, when you spray this, I've tested this a couple times before. It's a powdery opening, beautiful powdery, yet vibrant, like all the oranges in the world, tangerine, clementine, regular orange, I said clementines already. So there's all the oranges in the world on top of a little bit of a zesty gin. It's a powder powdery vanilla, a creamy chocolatey, white chocolatey, milk chocolatey, orange chocolatey nuance. So if you like fragrances like I have Xerjoff Symphonium minus the oud, it's that type of chocolatey orange. It's very creamy, it's a little sweet. This one is the second most gourmand leaning to me in this collection aside from Vanilla Mudslide. So these two are gourmand leaning, not literal gourmands, but gourmand leaning. Then there's a caramel in here that gives you a little bit of sweet thickness right along with that heliotrope, the powderiness, but this dries down very warm. It gives you those like orange zesty Negroni vibes with a beautiful ambery caramel base. I love this. And the gin in here is ginning. It is not as boozy as Vanilla Mudslide, but I do get the nuances of gin in here, especially in the opening and the mid, and dries down to a very warm orange vanillic, slightly chocolatey, ambery vanilla with a little bit of greenness. But this one right here is beautiful. Amber Negroni, get your nose on this. Y'all, it's a win. A win is a win, okay? They're all beautiful. It just depends on what you want. So Vanilla Mudslide to me is more of a gourmand cocktail. Amber Negroni is a slight gourmand leaning cocktail, but more sensual in the dry down. Now, Patchouli Mojito. Now, this one is more of a mentally stimulating, aromatic, very fun patchouli, giving you patchouli mojito vibes cocktail. So in the opening here, you get, I'll tell you just what I get. It's like eucalyptic, it's very aromatic. I love the combination of mint and chocolate, eating it on my skin, whatever. So I get mint, eucalyptus, I get a very fresh, like a white, clean woods, and almost a milky, chocolatey, cakey patchouli, but maybe a milk chocolatey, cakey patchouli. This is gorgeous. Something green as well, very fresh. So the notes are in Patchouli Mojito, it's lemon. Now you get a little bit of a zest, a little bit of a citrus zest, but not very much. So lemon, eucalyptus, mint, lime, cedarwood, cashmere and wood, sandalwood. That's probably giving it that creamy, chocolatey, slight airy butteriness of the sandalwood, the patchouli, slight chocolate cakey leaning. Sugar also. So just imagine, I guess, a little bit of a citrusy lime. I do get that citrusy lime, not really a lemon. Sugariness in the opening with that mint. That's what you get in the opening, with a little bit of that mint and eucalyptus and the clean woods. And then it dries down with a creaminess, almost like a chocolatey creaminess along with the mint as the citruses kind of like dissipate a little bit. But this one is absolutely beautiful. The mint kind of dries down and you get a very warm, aromatic, slightly green patchouli and woods in the dry down, but it still maintains the sweetness from the vanilla and the sugar. But anyway, I love, love, love this fragrance. Yes, in the opening with the mint, the sugar, and the lime, we all know and love a fragrance called Malibu. It doesn't give you, because people may try to compare notes, it doesn't give you that super limey sugariness of Malibu. But if you like Malibu, then you probably will love this, but it's very toned down. But this adds another element, several other elements to the perfume with the patchouli, the woods, and everything else that's in here. It is absolutely beautiful. And this one is next on my list to get a bottle of, but just not yet. Yeah, I want to experience the first ones that I love. So this is number 4 that I loved. Number 1 was Vanilla Mudslide. Number 2 is Santel Painkiller. Number 3 is Amber Negroni. And number 4 was Patchouli Mojito. Yeah, I remembered all these names. And number 5 is the lovely Martini Jasmine, or Jasmine Martini. So the next one we're going to talk about is, y'all, what's this one? So we'll talk about Jasmine Martini, which was my 5th love. So in Jasmine Martini, off top, when I smelled this, I got a lot of fresh, airy jasmine with a little bit of a herbaceous vibe, a bit of a vegetal vibe. You do pick up the olive. If you smelled a jar of olives or smelled like some fresh green olives, the ones with the pit inside, because that pit gives you a little bit of a almost like a woody, earthy, seedy nuance, then you're gonna love this. But this one is for the jasmine lovers. If you are not a fan of jasmine, then you may not like this fragrance, okay? But definitely sample it because you need to sample all of them, okay? So anyway, in Jasmine Martini, you get the pink berries, lemon, and juniper, which gives you a bit of that zestiness, that freshness. Slight lemon citrus in the opening, but you pick up more on the earthiness, the freshness of the juniper. To me, juniper gives me a slight sweet earthy vibe, slight sweet green earthy vanillic vibe. And there's something purple about juniper. I like a purple smell, almost a, I would say not a violety smell. I guess I would say more of a violety smell in juniper that I get to my nose. But it's like sweet a little bit. So you got your grapefruit, jasmine, olive, wine leaves, Isoe Super Ambroxan, gin, and leather. You also pick up a suede nuance. So it's a creamy, almost a creamy sandalwood suede with a little bit of a fresh citrus jasmine, sweet vibe in the opening. It is absolutely gorgeous. But like I said, this is grown, okay? This one is more of an elegant elegant cocktail party, nighttime cocktail party. That is what Jasmine Martini is giving me. I do want this one in my collection. I don't foresee myself buying a 100 ml bottle, maybe a 50 ml bottle of this one, but this one exudes elegant cocktail vibes. Get your nose on this one if you like. It doesn't, I don't get a heavy leather, even though it lists leather. I pick up more of a suede, a creamy suede nuance with citruses, beautiful citruses, light airy citruses, a zesty, warm, spicy pink pepper in the opening, and a slight sweetness. So get your nose on this one. The next one is my second love, and this one has to be Santel Painkiller. Y'all, this right here, now I do have a fragrance called, what? I don't want to break anything, but this one here, this Dolce & Gabbana pineapple. This gives me pineapple and like a white tobacco vibe. I don't know if there's tobacco in this fragrance, but this is one of my favorite pineapple fragrances. Y'all, I think this one beat that one, okay? This might be my #1 pineapple fragrance in my collection, or it is in my top 3, or it's in my top 2. This one and the pineapple by Dolce & Gabbana are in my top 2 pineapple fragrances in my entire collection. So in Santel Painkiller, cinnamon, cardamom, nutmeg. Do not be afraid to wear this in the summer because of all the spices. There's plum, pineapple, coconut, Isoe Super, and Ambroxan again, like in all the other ones. There's rum and smoked wood, which is cade, or that cade oil, which gives it that slight earthy green vibe. It kind of cuts into the pineapple because the pineapple becomes a little more of a like condensed pineapple juice, and or a dried pineapple, which smell condensed, and the dry down, and that cade oil gives it a little bit of a earthiness, but I absolutely love it. So you get that booziness as well. So this is a fresh boozy pineapple in the opening. You get the cardamom, the spices, that fresh airy spiciness. It is not too heavy. As this transitions on your skin, you literally get all of the pineapple, but transitioning out into the sun. So this one is that juicy, warm, spicy pineapple in the opening, a little bit of earthy greenness, and then it transitions to a warm pineapple, and then it transitions to a dried, slightly sugary, creamy pineapple and coconut, y'all. The coconut lends to the creaminess or the shreds of coconut from a organic coconut. So you got your coconut, your pineapple, which all smells very fresh, zesty, and organic in the opening, and juicy, and a little boozy. And then you get that, I guess this is supposed to be reminiscent of a pina colada. You do get that more in the opening. Then it dries down to the warmest, creamiest, pineapple, warm ambery pineapple dried pina colada scent, but it maintains a little bit of that spiciness as well. It is absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely clean. That cardamom also gives me that warm, spicy, clean vibe. Cardamom gives me a little bit of a soapy vibe depending on the composition of the fragrance. Not too soapy in here, but very clean, and I love it, you guys. Get your nose on every single one of these fragrances. I'm obsessed with this fragrance house. One of my favorite fragrance house finds. Actually, so far, this is my favorite fragrance house find of 2025. There's so many other fragrance houses that I saw over in Milan, but this collection as a whole stood out to me. They're all so amazing. Anyway, you guys, go on to the world, spread amazing, sillage, do good, be good, all of that good stuff, and get your nose on a BLNDRGRPHY. Hune also has another collection line called Hunk, and those are amazing as well. There are two fragrances coming out. One is called Candyman, which has I think it's a cotton candy note, and Mary Jane or cannabis or marijuana. Y'all, it is so mouth-watering and delicious. And we're going to talk about Hunk next, okay? Anyway, bye-bye. Love you guys.